I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that now. Even when I'm overseas, if I gotta do a show.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kicker Chad Ryland has this one teed up, and off we go from Tampa. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180!
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Stop!
Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, 180! Kings!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen McMillan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Operating from the gun. Beck. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Half the 60, half the 60. 70.
Looking to throw. Back. A short one here, caught by McBride. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We're just shy of midfield. Here's a second down and 6.
At their 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Back. Goes right back to McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
That would give running right is Love. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Back. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run for it with Love. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that all also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
You look at this Arizona defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. To throw, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Whoa! It still won't go down. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jonathan Taylor, 56 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's taken in by Duvernay. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down. Beck working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Cardinals.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 58 yards. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Good. 180. Done.
That's caught. Emeka Buka. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a first down.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Regular. What's up?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
20. Hey, alert 33. What?
From the gun, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
5 yards on the play.
Alert.
Complete to Cade Otton.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otton. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
What's that? 180. What's that?
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. Fighting, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. McLaughlin now to have the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing to start the drive. Beck. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Good. 180. Done.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
180. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. He'll try to do it himself. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded right at the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. We're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Now a 2nd and 10.
20.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Gamble. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Beck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And not liking the look. They'll change the play.
26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back on the 35-yard line. Yaya Diaby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. In motion right, that's Harrison. Back to throw. Beck. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Looking to throw. Beck. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Pistol. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Throwing. Mayfield.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
180. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And he will be very close close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That's a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is called by McMillan. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes, left side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
That's good.
Run. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
it's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bucs are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Cardinals 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
For the Buccaneers.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
It's a gain of 20.
On 1st down, here's Love. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now he's going to step it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yaya Diaby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in the drive in the final quarter.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Beck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Arizona.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick.